This is a free download from the BBC. For more information, go to bbc.co.uk/podcasts.
Hi everyone, welcome to Ian Leeds podcast.
You call me Ian Leeds? Do it again.
Is that not your name?
Do it again.
Hi everyone, welcome to Ian Lee's podcast. This is where you'll find the best bits of his Three Counties breakfast show. It's not very long because there's not much
BBC Three Counties Radio.
going on.
BBC Three Counties Radio, do it again.
Hi.
Wait, hang on. Beep, go.
Hi everyone.
That's your edit point, sorry.
Okay.
Beep.
Hi everyone, welcome to Ian Lee's podcast. Here in this handy pocket-sized thing, you will find the best bits of Ian Lee's breakfast show on BBC Three Counties Radio, which takes place live weekday mornings between 6 and 9. Here's some good bits from it.
Spot on.
Thanks, mate. Should we delete that and you do one?
Can't be bothered.
Okay, cool.
Across beds, hearts and bucks.
This is BBC Three Counties Radio.
This week we
Beep.
spoke...
Beep. Sorry, I was just...
Okay, no.
I'll do the beep.
This week we spoke about parking in central Milton Keynes. By the way, this gets more interesting than it sounds. People in central Milton Keynes have been able to use their parking permits to not only park outside their home, but at work as well. I promise you this is worth listening to. Some residents have even been selling off day passes on the internet. Honestly, stick with it. Council officers came up with proposals to address the issue, but these were rejected last week. I spoke to Paul Williams, this is where it starts to get good, the councillor for central Milton Keynes. He was, well, I want to say helpful, but that would be a lie.
The main issue really was that nobody had spoken to residents at all ward councillors or the parish council. And I think it's important that people are consulted before these sorts of things are forced through.
So did you agree with the proposals? Your only objection was that people hadn't been consulted?
Well, I think all the options needed to be explored with the residents before getting to the point of a delegated decision. I don't think that there was joined up thinking at all, really. I think the council haven't really thought it through, and they need to be speaking to residents, speaking to businesses, looking at parking as a whole in central Milton Keynes, rather than focusing on certain aspects of parking.
Well, so what would you like to see done then, Paul?
Well, I'd like to see them sit down with the Residents' Association with...
No, but what would you... I know you want them to talk to residents, but what would you like to see them do about parking?
Well, I'd like to see... Well, the Labour group would like to see an overall review of parking.
Yeah, and what would you like to see done in that review? What changes would you like to see made to solve the problems about the parking?
Well, I think there are various options that could be explored.
For example?
I think the important thing is to talk to the residents first and listen to the views of businesses and residents before coming to any rash decisions.
Right, again I'll ask the question, what changes would you like to see to the parking system? You objected to these ones, so what changes would you, as a councillor for Central Milton Keynes, what changes would you like to see made to the parking system? Well, I mean, for me, it's important that the businesses and the residents are the ones making the No, but the council are the ones that make decisions, Paul. Yes, OK, so we've established that you want them to go and talk to the residents, but you rejected the changes that were proposed, so you must have better ideas for what should be done.
I think the main issue is that the council are looking simply at revenue rather than actually having a joined-up approach with transport.
So
I think.
What changes would you like to see done, Paul? I'm very confused. If you objected to the suggestions that were put forward, you must have an idea of what you would like to see done, apart from them talking to residents.
Well, I think the permit scheme needs to be looked at. I don't think it's.
And what would you like to see done?
Fair. Well, I'd like to see them reconsider the permit scheme and look at how it can be done without inconveniencing residents. Looking at, I think it's incredibly unfair to ask residents to pay an extra £360 if they want a permit on top of the 2 permits that are being offered.
So what would your suggestion be to change that situation? Keep things exactly as they are?
Well, no, I think there needs to be stronger enforcement with the current parking rules.
Okay.
I think we've heard an example already. Obviously, there are cases of people selling permits on eBay, selling scratch cards on eBay, and that sort of thing isn't acceptable. And actually, the council needs to come down much harder on those people rather than punishing the residents of Central Milton Keynes as a whole.
And how do they stop people selling the permits?
Well, they need to. There are things they can do. Obviously, you can link permits to individual residents. You can also you can clamp down on those cases where you find residents are selling permits on the internet as well. And I don't think the council have been doing enough with that. I think if there was much stronger enforcement, then it would put off people from selling their permits online or wherever. They would know the consequences.
How do you enforce that?
Well, we've heard that the council have made clear that they've discovered residents who have tried to do this, but they haven't been very clear in how they've enforced and the penalties involved in doing this. So I think they need to be bolder, and they need to be very clear that this sort of thing isn't acceptable.
It sounds like, Paul, that you haven't properly thought this through, and you just voted against it just to throw a spanner in the works.
No, not at all. I think, for me, the main issue is that there are lots of problems with parking in Central Milton Keynes, not just with the residents parking, and it doesn't make sense to be looking at individual aspects of parking in Central Milton Keynes without looking at parking as a whole. In Central Milton Keynes, I think it's Milton Keynes is 12th overall in terms of authorities that make money on parking.
Okay, so you want to look at parking overall, Paul. What would your solution to the parking problem overall in Milton Keynes be?
Well, I think there are issues with where certain bays are and looking at how to attract people to places like the market.
There are certainly issues. So how do we resolve those issues, Paul?
Well, again, I go down to sitting down with people and talking to the various businesses and residents, because I think I know you.
Well, that's delegating. That's delegating responsibility a bit, Paul. You're a councillor. If you are aware that there are problems with the parking in Milton Keynes, as we all are, you must have considered other options, surely.
Yes, but
And what are those options you've considered?
For me, the main issue is that people haven't been spoken to, right. People haven't been consulted, and if you don't speak to people, if you don't consult with them, then you will have a very confused parking policy, because you will make mistakes.
Yes.
We have had issues in residence areas like Petersfield Green, for example, in Central Milton Keynes, where people have been unable to park near their homes because of developments elsewhere nearby where people are parking and going to local businesses and retail. So the issue for me is, if you don't actually talk to people, if you don't talk to residents, then you're going to have these mistakes happen that are going to cause problems to residents and local businesses.
So I'm assuming you've spoken to people then?
I have, yes.
And what have people told you that they would like done?
Well, Central Milton Keynes is quite a large area, so there are various different issues.
OK, so give me one. What have the residents that you've spoken to, what have they told you?
Well, in Petersfield Green, for example, people want to be able to park near their homes.
Right.
It's also I'm sure the person you spoke to from the Residents Association also has issues.
So you've consulted with people, that people want to park near their homes. They've told you that, Paul. So then what would your solution be?
Well, I mean, there need to be, in some places, there need to be more residence bays,
Right.
Such as in North 9th and 10th Street. There needs to be a more kind of joined up approach in where the premium bays are, where the non-premium bays are. I think sort of attracting people into residential areas is not going to help the residents. There needs to be sort of a kind of joined up approach in thinking about how people park and trying to avoid situations where large numbers of people are parking in residential areas and making it difficult for people to park near their own homes.
Paul, we have to end it there. That's Councillor for Central Milton Keynes, Paul Williams.
And that's your latest news and sport. I'll be back with more at 7 o'clock.
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. I like it. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. What you doing? I'm about to lose control, and I think I want you. I want you. Don't know the rest of the words. So, I'm very excited, Catherine.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Here comes Doctor Who and the Daleks, Transformers, robots in disguise. They call him Stingray. Stingray. Let's see. No, I'm very, very excited, like a 12-year-old child waking
with
up
too many sweets.
With too many sweets on Christmas morn, being given a brand new Doctor Who toy.
Oh, that's really good. Well done, you.
Have you guessed why I'm excited, though?
Not a clue.
Oh.
Call 08459 455 555.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
Are you excited by the announcement of the new Doctor Who? I am. After not being a Doctor Who fan for a few years, I didn't watch any of the Matt Smith ones. I watched the first one and I thought he was silly. Well, his replacement was announced last night on a live episode on BBC One. If you want to know who it is, close your ears now, because I'm about to say Peter Capaldi. Oh, sorry.
The 12th Doctor, a hero for a whole new generation. It's Peter Capaldi!
Peter Capaldi! Very exciting. I'll tell you why it's exciting, because he's older, he's more mature, and he might swear. These fans are definitely delighted with the choice.
I think it's going to be a very good choice, to be honest.
Older Doctor, had two younger ones, so it's a good contrast, so a complete fresh look.
I'm really thrilled. I think he's going to bring a bit of gravitas and style and class into the Doctor, so I'm really happy about that.
Just imagine, though, if there was really a 55-year-old man that had a small box and he invited young women into it. Wouldn't go down so well, would it? Anyway, I'm teasing. I'm very excited, and I'm sure my good friend Justin Dealey's excited. Well, morning, Justin. Oh, yeah. You got the music and everything.
Oh,
well
I've got
done.
the music. I'm trying to feel excited. Listen to those weirdos. He'll bring some gravitas. What on earth are they talking about,
They
Ian?
are talking, Justin, the fact that for the first time in a long time, a more mature Doctor has been employed. The second oldest Doctor of all time, Peter Capaldi, the fantastic actor, is going to breathe life into this role.
No, he's not. Now, if you said to me, Jim Capaldi, 1975, Love Hurts, now you're talking, but Peter Capaldi, who is this guy?
He's the guy from In the Thick of It.
Oh.
Have you not seen In the Thick of It?
No.
He's brilliant. He goes around swearing, effing and jeffing. He's very funny. He's also played some dramatic roles. Here is a fact for you, Justin. Peter Capaldi, you're going to like this. Peter Capaldi is in the latest Brad Pitt film, World War Z, the zombie movie.
He sounds terrible. He's been in a zombie film and he swears on a TV programme.
Do you know the name of the character that Peter Capaldi played in that film, World War Z?
I've got no idea.
He was a World Health Organisation doctor.
Right.
He was a WHO doctor. Now, switch him around, now he's Doctor Who. Isn't that funny?
I tell you what, it's clever. It's very clever, but the BBC, they should stop wasting their money on this rubbish and go and sign up Coronation Street. That's what they need, Coronation Street on the BBC instead of Doctor Who. Nobody cares, Ian. Nobody cares, apart from a few lunatics.
I think you are wrong on this, Dealey.
No.
I think a lot of people do care.
You reckon?
Oh, I reckon so, my friend, yes.
Well, I've been out this morning and I've been trying to find people as excited as you.
Yep.
I don't think you're going to enjoy this. This is what happened, Ian.
Where's Peter Capaldi?
You can hardly contain your excitement, can you?
Who?
You know Peter Capaldi?
I don't know who you're talking about. No idea.
Oh. Mike, good morning to you, sir. You well?
Yeah, I'm fine, you?
Fantastic, yeah, very well indeed, thank you. Peter Capaldi, you must be excited.
Who?
Good morning, madam, what's your name?
Joanna.
Joanna. Peter Capaldi, what an absolute legend. You must be very excited.
I don't know.
You don't?
No.
That's cheating.
Oh. You're not a Doctor Who fan?
No.
What TV do you like? Neighbours, Home and Away?
Friends?
Chris, it's a bit brisk out here today, but Peter Capaldi, you must be waking up this morning with a big smile on your face.
What's that? Say again?
Peter Capaldi.
Who's that?
The latest Doctor Who.
Didn't even know about it.
Do you know who he is?
No.
Morning, sir. It's Monday morning. You must be lifted by the news about Peter Capaldi.
About?
Peter Capaldi.
No.
That's cheating.
He's the latest Doctor Who. It was announced last night. So you must be waking up this morning full of the joys.
No.
You not a big fan of Peter Capaldi?
No.
Do you know who he is?
No.
Okay. Thank you very much indeed for your time. Appreciate it.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. With the greatest of respect, Justin.
Yep.
A couple of those people, I suspect that's cheating.
Why?
Well, because I don't think a Polish lady is going to be, and this is no disrespect to the Poles. Already I can feel the hot water bubbling around my feet. Who cares? I mean, enough trouble it is at the moment. I don't think a Polish lady is going to be washing in the thick of it.
Well, she likes Friends. Next.
I think I know what you do sometimes. You go out there.
Oh, yeah.
You go out there and you pick people who look like they won't agree with what I'm saying.
Well, I'll tell you what then.
Yes.
There is a man walking down the street right now.
Grab
Let's
him.
see if we can flag him across and
Flag
do this
him
live
across.
on the radio. Sir, good morning. Can you pop across for a second for us? I'll be 10 seconds with you. Right, he's going to come across now. Okay. He's got some very, very big gloves on.
He could be
slightly
good.
concerned about this.
Who fans like gloves?
Right, OK. Good morning, sir. You're live across Beds, Hearts and Mugs. So what's your name?
Mr. Reeve.
Mr. Reeve, your first name?
Kenneth.
Kenneth. Peter Capaldi. Are you excited about Peter Capaldi?
Who's that, please? Never.
Never heard of him?
No.
OK. Thank you very much indeed for your time. Have a good day.
Now,
sir.
There you go.
Now
So that was live.
No, you're wrong. No, Justin, you missed it. I mean, the thing Mr. Reeve said was, "Who is that?"
Yeah, because he doesn't know who he is.
No, because Doctor Who is that?
Listen, from my extensive research this morning, nobody knows who he is and nobody cares. Yes, you may get a few Doctor Who fans that are very excited, the ones that have probably got their clothes at home with all the badges and things on. They've got the bed sheets with Doctor Who on. Yes, they're going to be excited because, quite simply, they're crazy people. But normal people on the street don't really care. They're certainly not excited.
I believe you wanted to plug your show today.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Yeah, this Saturday morning.
So, 08459 455 555. Mr. Reeve got it spot on there. Who is that? Doctor Who is that? He was saying? I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited. I haven't been excited about a Doctor Who announcement for a long time. This has got my imagination, my juices are fired up for this. Managed to get that sentence to work just. Turn it round right at the end.
This is Iain Lee
on BBC Three Counties Radio.
I'm so sorry. You've caught me as I laugh about how much I like to mock my team. They are idiots, though. Kelly Betts, what's the... Kelly? What's the text number for those listening at home?
I can't hear you, so I'm watching your mouth.
What's the
text
number?
No, 81133, certain message 3CR, and it will come straight here to Iain Lee.
What is it?
What is a text?
What is the...
I need to get headphones.
What is... I'm miming it. The text...
Text.
Number.
I just said it, 81133. Is that not it? What is it?
81133? 81133? What's that? No, it is not. 81333 if you want to send us a text. Start your text 3CR. She gave out the number to 1 Extra, and she works here. BBC Three Counties Radio. It gets worse. My team are quite common. Have you heard them try and speak properly? We're challenging the team down here, Catherine Boyle, being produced, in inverted commas and italics, by Lorna Hankin. Kelly Betts is down here. It's Kelly Betts' birthday. We're having a little bit of fun bullying her.
Right.
And I've been asking... Well, Lorna and Kelly, as you know, both, let's be honest, they're not very posh. And they've been doing their posh... Yeah, I know, harsh but fair, huh?
What are you talking about?
You see?
I don't know what you're saying.
Yes, I've been asking them... Right, so, Kelly, just talk in your normal voice.
Hiya.
Right, there you go. See, common as.
It's like EastEnders.
And isn't it awful? Lorna, let's hear your normal voice.
All right.
There you go. Now, let's hear... This is fun, Catherine. Let's hear them try and do their posh voice. Starting with birthday girl, Kelly Betts. Let's hear your posh voice.
Hello, Ian.
She sounds like a receptionist at a hooker's waiting room.
How do you know? Posh?
No, I don't. Lorna, let's hear... Lorna's is the best. This is how Lorna... Pretend you're speaking to a guest on the phone, Lorna.
Hello, BBC Three Counties Radio. How may I help?
Sexual.
And the thing is, the northern accent is quite common as well. So let's hear your posh voice, Catherine.
Well, Ian Lee, I think you're a very impertinent fellow.
Are you doing a voice?
No, that's my normal voice.
Luton and Hatfield have been named as, two of the worst places in the country for fraud. Here's a fraud. Dennis in Dunstable.
Good morning, Ian.
Good morning, Dennis.
I'm sorry to hear about your business over the weekend. For God's sake, I hope you were checked by the doctor.
Well, thank you. Well, do you know, no, I wasn't. It was, for those who've just tuned in, I thought I was having a heart attack. It was so painful, and so I could feel every blood vessel travelling around my body. It lasted about 3 minutes, and then it subsided. And it was because I got angry. My blood pressure rose. It was probably just blood pressure. It was incredible, though, Dennis.
But then you regularly get angry, so if I...
No, I don't!
Ah!
You see what I did there? That was clever.
I know you did.
Thank you.
But no, please, honestly, go and be checked, Ian.
Okay.
Because I'd like talking to you. I don't want you to get too angry.
No.
But I like pulling your legs, so for God's sake, go and see the quack.
Are you telling me, Dennis, you don't want me to die?
No.
Oh.
I don't care, one way or the other.
Oh, OK, that's fair enough.
But we don't want to do it on radio.
Hey, Peter Capaldi.
Yes. Who?
Exactly.
No, it's all right. I know Peter Capaldi.
Oh, is he a friend of yours?
I don't know what programme, but as soon as I saw the face, I knew him straight away.
He's a good-looking fella.
Yes, that's right, yes.
He's a good-looking fella. I think he'll do a cracking job as Doctor Who.
Yes.
Let's just hope they make the scripts a little bit more sensible and a bit darker for him.
Well, it says he's an international figure, is Doctor Who, so, you know, he seems to be doing very well, considering how it started.
Yes.
And I saw the first programme.
Oh, yes.
With Hartnell in it.
The first programme was aired a week later than planned. Do you know why?
No, was it Hartnell was ill, was he?
No.
Or he hadn't arrived, his time machine wasn't working properly?
No, John Fitzpatrick Kennedy...
Yes.
Had been shot. He'd been shot in the head. JFK had been shot, and so they delayed the broadcast by a week.
Yes. Fair enough.
OK, it was fair enough, isn't it? You would think they would do that. Dennis, what have you called in about? Not just to have a chit-chat.
People think, I suppose, because I'm probably on an old person's list,
yeah.
I'm regularly called up by idiots trying to con me out of various things.
I'm sorry about that. I will stop.
But no, it's not that. I have various methods of doing it. I must admit, I've never been caught out because I'm not that daft.
No.
But I even had one from China where they say there was $2 million in my name in China, and they would transport it to my name in a Hong Kong bank and so on. I actually checked up the Hong Kong banks, and they were banks.
Wow.
So anyway, that's beside the point. Yeah. I have two methods when people start with me.
OK.
I'm very wary when I answer the phone. I don't answer it with a bright voice. I say, hello. And then they start, and I say, look...
Hang on, what voice is... is that your wrong voice?
No. The voice I answer the phone when I'm not sure it is, I say hello. And then I either say to them, it's no use talking to me, I'm an undischarged bankrupt. Right, or I go into my old man's routine saying, well, you'll have to speak up. I'm very hard of hearing.
Do your old man's routine for us, Dennis.
Yes, I'm doing it.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't notice any.
Will you stop
difference.
pulling my leg, please, Lee? Please stop pulling my leg because I'm a very old man, and you'll have to speak up a lot louder.
Can you pretend you've fallen over?
No, I don't need that. I do that. I get them shrieking at the top of their voices.
Yes.
Then I snatch. I get the phone.
Be with you in a second, Justin.
No, then I say to him, right, This is the Sun. I've just taken the phone off my...
Justin Dealey's coming up soon, don't worry.
If I have any more of this, I shall report it to the police.
Right.
And then they're gone.
OK.
And I regularly get these people ringing up from all sorts of...
Just 2 minutes, Justin.
Yeah, no worries.
Sorry, mate. I thought this was going to... I didn't realise it was this Dennis in Dunstable.
No problem.
We will get there in a second, I promise. OK.
OK, goodbye.
You've got to put the phone down, Dennis.
No, I've not put it down yet. I'm waiting for you to reply.
I'm not going to.
Are you? Oh, dear. You're not going to sell me anything today, then?
No.
But just take notice. Go and see the quack.
OK, put the phone down.
Bye-bye.
The way the phone goes down is wonderful.
He's got a proper... This is what I miss. You cannot hang up on a mobile phone. Right, that's it. I'm hanging up. Beep, beep, beep. That one, beep. With a proper phone, you get to put it down. One with not even a handheld, portable one. One of those phones, you get to slam it down. That's what's wrong with this country. Back to Doctor Who. Peter Capaldi. Wow, I'm excited! Mary and Hemel called in with a very, very good Doctor Who question. Bill and Justin, stay there. Mary's in Hemel wants to join in the conversation. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, Ian.
Are you excited by the new Doctor Who?
No, not at all. I don't even watch it. Not now. I've stopped it years ago. But the point is that why do they keep push such weird people forward, or weird-looking people?
Oh.
Christopher Tennant, you had his googly eyes.
Yeah, googly eyes, yeah.
Big sort of pop eyes.
What about David Eccleston? What did you think of David Eccleston?
Well, he was, I thought, a bit strange as well. And then the last one, I can't even remember what his name was.
Well, there was Peter Baker.
No, what's the very last one?
Well, let's go through them. We've got William Troughton.
I know all those.
Patrick Pertwee.
Who's the one who Peter Capaldi is replacing?
He's replacing Matt McGann.
God, I can't even remember. Don't even know what he looks like.
Can you go through them one by one and tell... let's start with the first one. William Troughton. What was wrong with him?
Troughton, Patrick Troughton.
Yeah, what was wrong with him?
No, that wasn't the first one.
William Wallace was the first one. What was wrong with him?
No,
I've got it in front of me.
One. He was funny enough, he was in a film Carry On Sergeant.
He was, wasn't he?
Oh, what was his name, though? I can't think.
Did he look funny to you?
No, but they were quite normal for several, but now suddenly they seem to be putting ones that are really quite strange looking. The last one I thought was really quite odd looking, and Peter Capaldi, I mean, he's probably a very nice bloke, but he's strange looking.
Would you like to see... Who would you like to see as Doctor Who then, Mary?
I don't know, really, because I don't watch the programme. I outgrew it years ago.
Justin Dealey would be good, wouldn't he?
But then again, I might look weird.
Well, I don't even know what Justin looks like.
Who doesn't look weird? Who doesn't look weird, Mary?
Who doesn't look weird?
Is there anybody on this planet who doesn't look weird to you?
Good question, JD.
Well, I don't know. I suppose it's beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I don't know. I can't think of it.
Name somebody. Name one person who doesn't look weird to you.
Doesn't look weird.
One person.
Charlton Heston. This is the era, you see, I come from.
The olden days.
Douglas.
Kirk Douglas has got one of those bum chins, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's got a bum chin.
Yes.
I don't like that. Listen, Mary, Bill, lovely to talk to you. Thank you very much. Justin, listen, when this new series starts, you and me, we're going to get together. I'll order a pizza. We'll sit there in our pants. We'll watch Doctor Who together, all right?
Do you know what? I was just going to say that because your nights are legendary, aren't they? Those pizza nights. You sit down in your underpants on the sofa having a pizza, watching TV. I'm in.
Well, that way you don't get your clothes dirty.
Yeah, exactly. I'm there.
Good work, my friend. My dear friend. Yes, we'll see you later on. Thank you very much, Justin Dealey. Well, there you go. I think we managed to whip him up into some level of excitement there. But bless Mary, getting a little bit confused on some of the Doctor. There have been so many of them, it's hard not to get confused sometimes, isn't it? So, Kelly Betts puts this podcast together. She normally does an adequate job, but this week she lost Tuesday's notes, which means we forgot what we wanted in the podcast from that day. What an idiot.
And that's your latest news and sport. I'll be back with more at 9 o'clock.
Hang on, Kath?
Yeah.
I'm just having a row with... have you got anything now? I'm having a row with Kelly Betts.
What's she doing now?
Well, Kelly Betts, there's a podcast of the show, OK?
Right, yep.
So it's the best bits of the show. And what I do is every day, I write down the bits that I want to be in the podcast, and they go in the give them to Kelly Betts. She puts them in the podcast. For today, I've written down... Oh, literally nothing. But hang on a second. So I need to explain. So Kelly has just during that short bulletin, what have you just said to me, Kelly Betts?
I've lost Tuesday.
Say that again.
Oh, I've lost Tuesday's
So you've
notes.
lost all of Tuesday's notes. Right, Kath, can you do something from the news bit? I'm just going to give Kelly a right royal rollicking.
This is quite a good one.
OK,
a
there
house
you go.
in
Kelly, you are
Blackburn
back.
was hit by a part of a plane engine from an airliner flying from Heathrow. A report into the incident last December has found it started to break up shortly after takeoff. And then it says Lee Agnew has the details. Obviously, I haven't got that. The Boeing, I can read that bit. Are you all right?
Sorry, Catherine, carry on. Ignore us.
The Boeing 777 airliner belonging to Royal Brunei Airlines was on its way to Dubai and flying at about 15,000 feet.
It was one of a really strong show on Tuesday.
Plane, with more than 200 passengers on board, noticed a loud rumbling noise and a small amount of vibration. They turned the plane around and it landed safely. I'm glad. Experts...
I'm just so sorry. I think it's just one bit. That's
Experts
it,
from the
Just
Air
fine.
Accidents Investigation Branch found that if one of its engine...
Can't we just put this in the podcast instead?
If one of its engine reversers had broken up and debris was found later in Hertfordshire. It was also the 15th time it had happened on a Boeing 777.
I think we're done here, Kath.
We could get something from today.
There's nothing from today.
What about this?
This is not going to go on the podcast.
We'll just make a really good show tomorrow.
Thanks, Catherine.
Go on, be nice to her.
Oh, get knotted.
Call 08459 455 555.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
We've been talking about the great train robbery. I don't get it. I don't get the fascination with it. Dave's in Luton. Morning, Dave.
I'm not talking about the grain train robbery.
Sorry?
I'm not talking about the grain train.
The grain trait robbery.
Oh, I'm talking about Miss Kelly.
What?
Miss Kelly.
Kelly Betts.
Oh, you were so rude to her today.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, because she said sorry to you 3 times.
That's irrelevant because she.
Hold on, but the man from the railways, because he wouldn't say sorry. She said sorry.
Yes. But she,
so
I would suggest. No, David.
Well, you got 4 weeks holiday.
David, I would suggest that what Kelly has done is worse than what they're doing to the trains in Milton Keynes. They're just halving the amount of carriages on their trains. Kelly has lost some clips for my potentially award-winning podcast.
Shame. It was her birthday this week.
So what?
Well, you've got to give her respect.
What? She's working for the BBC, Dave. She's not... It's not, I know what, I'm going to dress up as a fairy and bring in donuts for everyone because it's my birthday. She is working for the British Broadcasting Corporation.
Well, I know, but the thing is, she said sorry 3 times.
Sorry's not good enough.
Well, what do you want from her?
I want her to go back through the archives and trawl through the clips and find exactly what she needs. Yes, it might take her 6-7 hours. That's tough.
Well, if Kelly wants a PR, I'll come and help her.
What does that even mean?
Well, I'll come and give her support.
You're banned for 2 weeks.
Well, you're not there. Oh, Justin, good old boy Justin coming back. Bye.
Justin Dealey.
Yeah. Why is it ending on a sour note? This is all Kelly Betts' fault. I have done nothing wrong here. She messed up. She messed up. Someone has just rung in and said, I should get a life. Oh, look at all these keyboard and telephone warriors. It's all very well phoning up and saying it to the staff, then running away, saying it to people low down the production team chain. Come on the air and say it. Come and say it to my face. Yet none of you will. Listen, this is the way this works, OK? The podcast could potentially win me awards. The stuff from Tuesday's show that has been lost is gold, liquid gold. It's OK, she found the notes, which means you get to hear this. Morning, Catherine!
Morning. Hello.
Morning!
Hiya.
I'm firing blanks today.
Right.
I'm just firing blanks. I'm feeling a little bit... can you give me anything to... give me a bit of...
What, a pep talk?
Yes. That's exactly what we need. Pep talk. Go
OK,
on.
pep talk. What day is it? Tuesday.
It's Tuesday the 6th of August. I need a pep talk.
OK, listen up, champ. It's day 2 of this week. You're tall and you've got a brain and you've been doing this for a long time. Go get 'em. There you go.
I think that was worth making her cry for, don't you?
On FM, AM, online and digital radio.
This is Iain Lee.
On BBC Three Counties Radio.
You, just to go off on a slight tangent, if you don't mind.
Go on.
You wear glasses.
I do wear glasses, yes.
And you look good with glasses. You're one of those people that I've started the sentence. There's no.
Where are we going with this?
There's no polite way of finishing.
You have
this
to ask me
sentence.
out for dinner, really.
Sorry? You're one of those people who looks a little unusual without glasses. Don't take them off. Oh, no!
What?
Look at your face. Your eyes are wonky.
What?
One's higher than the other.
Is it? No, it's just 'cause I've got my head on a tilt.
Put your head straight.
All right.
But your left eye is higher than your right eye.
No, that doesn't sound...
Put your it's true, isn't it? Put your glasses on.
What's saying my glasses mask my facial...
Yes, because of your rim. Your rim covers, kind of evens them up.
Is it just because I've got wonky eyebrows? Is that what you're saying?
Do you pluck your eyebrows?
No, but I did go... no. You know, the other week when I did a piece in Royston about their CCTV. Do you remember that?
I don't... Yes.
I think I did it. I might have done it for Roberto's show.
Oh.
And the...
Are you seeing another show behind my back?
I am seeing another show behind your back. No, I went to get my hair cut in a barber's, and it was a sort of Turkish barber's.
Oh,
I
yes.
went there, and I had my hair cut, and whilst I was waiting for a guest to arrive, by the way, not just...
was
anyway.
My licence fee paying for this haircut?
In a way, yes. But I had the haircut, and then the guy said, "Right, do you want your eyebrows done?"
Uh-huh.
I'd never been asked that in a barber's before.
No.
I went, okay, and he trimmed my eyebrows. Not that there was much to trim, I should say, right?
Come on, Dennis Healy.
And also then he got this sort of flaming ball and tapped my ears.
Oh, he burnt that. I've heard of this. I've never seen it. The burning of the ear hair.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
But what did he do to your eyebrows? Because they do look sculptured. You've got what I like to call HD eyebrows.
Really?
Yeah, high definition. What did he do to them?
Well, he got a comb and his razor and took a razor to it. I mean, to be honest, it makes it sound like there was some dramatic growth there before. I don't think there was.
It does look different because they start off bushy in the middle and then they thin out as they go across your eyes of different height.
I believe that's what eyebrows do, generally.
But what the point I'm saying is, how blind are you sans spectacles?
I would struggle. I heard Justin being able to read the name of that restaurant.
Yes.
I wouldn't be able to do that. I can barely. You can see there's a sticker for BBC introducing. I know it's for BBC.
Can you see that?
What?
Can you? Okay, how many fingers am I holding up?
I'm going to say 2.
You're close. It's 1. Okay. Do you want to take part in our eye test a bit later on?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I probably do need a retest.
Well, Justin and I are going to have a little eye test. It's become a little bit competitive.
Well, there's clearly only going to be one loser in this, and that's me.
Well, there'll be 2 losers.
Well, technically.
Yeah.
But there's one big loser.
There'll be one winner.
Yeah.
If there's 3 people in a competition, right?
Yeah.
One will be the winner. The other 2 will be losers.
Well, one more of a loser, really, because someone's got to come last, and that will be me.
Well, I've been sent a mysterious link which I'm clicking on and is having literally no effect at all. I'm assuming that this would allow me possibly to see my good friend, and sorry, I said good friend, my colleague JVS. Good morning, JVS.
Morning.
Good morning. It won't open on my computer. I was told I could see you. It won't let me see you.
Yes, it will. Be patient.
It won't. It's just giving me a picture of a road cone. What? You're not a road cone.
It will load up. Be patient.
Oh, for goodness! Why would I want to see you?
Well, I don't know.
Surely one of the joys of you not being in the same building as me is I saw you for a second and then you disappeared.
Well, you know what I look like, so it's not really the end of the world, is it, if you don't see me? Why do you need to see me anyway?
I've got no idea. It's people showing off with computers. The whole computer system has crashed. Thanks, guys.
Oh, no.
Thanks, guys. Never mind. How are you doing? You all right?
Well, I'm all right. Are you all right? You having a good week?
Oh, look at you in your blue jersey, your green little polo top underneath, waving away. You look younger.
Do I?
You look like you've won a competition. We're now going over to a young lad. He's just starting out. It's his first gig in hospital radio. It's, oh, you look good. That's a very nice studio. Look at that. Is that your suitcase behind you? Oh, look how the other half don't live. It's now you got carpet, you got a nice red rug. Look at that. You got walls.
Red rug. Oh.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
There we go. Anyways, it's fun for me, but literally nobody else.
I was going to say, no one else cares.
I'm off for 2 weeks. I don't care either,
Are
to be
you?
honest.
Where are you off to? Anywhere nice?
I'm going to be sitting at home, eating pizza, playing Xbox for 2 weeks solid.
Oh, how tragic.
Come round.
What?
Come round.
What, to sit and eat pizza and play Xbox
We'd
with
have
you?
great fun. Call of Duty, we would have all Worms, or Bioshock. You'd like Bioshock.
I don't sense I would.
You have a power glove, and you can, like, zap robots so they obey you.
My word. How old are you, man? You have a glove to zap robots?
They obey you. Only for a short time. Then they start being your enemy again.
Well, it sounds very, very nice of you to invite me, but
Tuesday?
No.
Wednesday?
No, I think I'm busy.
Thursday?
No, the next 2 weeks really jam-packed for me.
I could come round to yours.
I'd rather you didn't.
The thing is, Podcasters has been out for, about 6 weeks now, 7 weeks, something like that, and I'm keen to gauge how popular it is. It's difficult to get figures from iTunes and the relevant authorities, so I thought, well let's send out a man, nay, woman on the street out to speak to the man, or indeed the woman on the street. I'm getting tongue-tied here, so let's just go to Sophie. Good morning, Sophie.
Did you just call me a man?
Well, now, technically, yes, I did.
Thanks.
You're welcome. It's the big hands and the Adam's apple. Now, now, Sophie, I'm feeling skittish. Ignore me because I'm on my holidays. My holiday starts at
I'm pleased you're on your holidays.
8:59 and 30 seconds. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Now, listen, Sophie. The podcast. Have you listened to the podcast?
Do you do a podcast?
Okay, it's. I want to get. Can someone have a word with Sophie about her on-air etiquette, please? I'm hoping. I'm banking a lot on this, Sophie. I'm hoping it's very popular. Would you be able to go around the streets of Luton this morning and ask 100 people, have you listened to the Iainlee podcast? I would imagine. I'm kind of guessing here. I'd imagine there'd be like an 80% uptake. 80% of the people you asked today would go, yeah, I love it, I've got it, it's brilliant.
Well, I don't know. What's in it?
Well, me.
You. Am I in it?
You won't be, no.
Well, it's raining. You want me to go out there now?
Why couldn't Dealey do this show and Coffers? That's why I want to know. So I reckon 80% people will say, yes, they've got it, they love it.
Right.
10% will say, oh, no, I didn't know about it, but thanks for telling me, Sophie, I'll go and download it now. 5% will say, oh, I don't like him, he's an idiot, but they'll be thinking of Richard Bacon, so you can correct them on that. And the last 5%, well, who knows what the last 5% will say. I imagine it'll be, something rude.
So you're
probably
using
something
me...
like they'll probably say this.
Me no speak English.
So we'll ignore those guys.
You're using me for your advertising campaign. Is that what you're trying to say? You want me to market your brand?
Well, I want you to gauge the market.
Right.
And but yes, ultimately that's correct.
Okay. I'll go now.
Can you when you're talking to listeners, or as I like to call them, punters,
yeah,
could you not have a cob on?
Oh, okay, I'll try.
So just let's hear light, Sophie.
Yeah,
Let's
okay.
Let's hear not.
All right, wait. Okay. Hi. Have you downloaded Iainlee's podcast?
Oh, for goodness' sake. Ken's in Luton. Ken, are you a fan of the podcast?
Well, I'm not really, because I usually listen to it. But there's a slight flaw in your argument.
In which argument?
Well, you're going to send a researcher out to find out how popular you are.
That's very noble of you to call Sophie Solaria a researcher.
But there's a flaw in it.
A flaw in Sophie Solaria?
Yeah. Do you redo it in 7 different languages?
Sorry?
Do you redo your podcast in 7 different languages?
I just need to check with the podcast production team, Kelly Betts. Kelly, do you remind me, do we do the podcast in 7 different languages?
Just gonna have no, just one.
And that one is...
It's English.
It's just English, Ken?
Oh, well, you'll only get a 5% result then, won't you?
Why is that?
Well, because people in Luton, we've got every nationality under the sun that can't speak English.
I think that there is significantly more than 95% of Lutonians can... significantly more than 5% of Lutonians can speak English.
20% then.
I think it might be a bit... Where have you got these stats from, Ken?
Well, let's put it like this, Ian.
OK.
When I get anything from the council...
Yeah.
They say, if you want it in this language or that language, I've got to send something off to them...
Yeah.
...to say that I want it in that language.
Yeah.
Well, if someone wants to listen to your podcast...
Yes.
They've got to turn around and say, well, No, they don't do it in your language, mate. Hard luck.
Which language do you ask for?
Well, like, sometimes I ask for Urdu or something like that.
Do you?
No.
Oh.
I mean, it's like these fellas that sit there in the council, wasting people's time and money, saying, shall we close Pointers Road all at once?
Not quite sure.
Or half and
What
half?
this has got to do with the podcast?
Or shall we make half the street cleaners redundant?
Yes.
Or have nice bus stops?
That's not connected to the podcast.
No, but you will see my argument, you see.
I won't.
Well, it's like this fire chief come up with this idea of making us pay a
He's
separate
talking about
tax.
the podcast. Yes.
You see?
Uh-huh.
Now, if someone wants to listen to that,
Yes. What?
who don't speak English,
Yes. No. I think a lot of people. I think the majority of people in Luton do speak English. They're also cleverer than you and I, Ken.
Yeah, but you see,
because they speak at least one other language fluently. I don't. Do you?
No.
Now, you see, they're cleverer than us.
Yeah, but the only
imagine that, Ken. Immigrants cleverer than us.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's a reality.
Well, I know that, Ian.
Yeah.
But you know, we come up with these stupid ideas like
the podcast is not a stupid idea. It's a blooming good one.
You were talking about Pointers Road being closed all at once.
Not connected to the podcast.
You have to be a genius, Ian.
I am. Ken, final question. Have you downloaded the podcast to listen to while you're looking out of your window?
No.
Me no speak English.
Thank you very much indeed. Ah, dearie me. 08459 455 555 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Again, being a little bit dismissive of lots of people living... I think most people in Luton can speak English, can't they? And what people do... Oh, these immigrants coming over here, they don't speak English very well. They don't speak it... may not speak it particularly well, but they speak two languages. How many do you speak?
Do you listen to Ian Lee's podcast?
Straight no.
Here, have a leaflet. This is his face.
Right. He looks like a funniest guy.
Do you reckon that maybe now you've seen his face you might tune in and listen?
No, I don't think so.
Oh. I'm asking people this morning, madam, if they've downloaded Ian Lee's podcast yet.
No.
Why is that?
I don't know who he is.
Right, this is awkward now, isn't it?
Is he famous?
Kind of.
Yeah, he's good. Very, very good in the mornings. Great. Keeps me going, you know.
Do you download his podcast?
Always.
Mate, you might just be his biggest fan.
Yeah, he is good, yeah.
Do you think there needs to be more of me in his podcast?
Yeah, 100%.
Do you listen to Ian Lee's podcast?
Not really.
He's a really funny guy.
He's not more funny than me.
Do you want to bet? Tell me a joke.
I have, but in my own language. You're not going to understand, so I'm going to laugh alone and you're going to say, huh?
Have you downloaded Ian Lee's podcast yet?
No, not yet.
Right, this is bad news. I can hear in your truck right now that you're actually...
Good afternoon. It'll feel pleasantly warm.
That's Moira Stewart, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
You're in Luton Town, but you're listening to Radio 2.
That's it.
This isn't good, is it?
London station, though, isn't it?
We're not in London. This is bad news. I'm from your local radio station.
Oh, right.
This is Ian Lee.
Yeah, is it?
He's our breakfast presenter.
Yeah.
He does something called the podcast.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Will you listen now?
I will, yeah.
Will you?
Yeah.
Let's retune your radio.
Let's try it. Let's see.
Let's see. Right. I'm retuning.
Oh. Hold on, you've gone up there.
And they left the house to burn down.
There he is!
So any money raised by the fire service is...
That, my friend, is Ian.
The EasyJet founder, Stelios Hadjiouanou, says he's launching a new low-cost food business to challenge supermarkets such as Aldi and Lidl. Stelios is planning to open a pilot site in Croydon with a view to rolling the stores out nationwide next year.
Catherine?
Yeah.
You're right.
I'm fine.
When did Stelios become Sir Stelios?
A couple of years ago.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is he allowed to be a Sir?
I think so.
Is he not?
Is he Greek Cypriot?
Well, this is what does that mean? Well, I know
well,
what it means.
That means they've got British rights, don't they?
Oh, does that mean he's? So, hang on a minute. If he's a Greek Cypriot, as my mother-in-law would say, not a real Greek. She's Greek. I'm just quoting her racism. Then that means he's allowed to be a Sir, does he?
Apparently so. Shall I look into it for you?
Could you look
I'll
into it?
make sure. We could whip it back off him.
Let's do a... He probably bought it online very cheap. I'm sure he didn't if his legal team is listening. I'm sure it's a legitimate knighthood. Could you find out, Catherine, if it is a legitimate knighthood?
Of course.
And who I would need to write to complain about that?
Right, OK, yeah, no problem.
So, buzz down when you've got it and we'll put you straight on air.
Right, OK.
Ta-ta. At the top of the show, you may have heard the announcement that, I don't know, Stelios is doing something, I don't know. But he's Sir Stelios. Well, I asked my production team and my news-gathering services to find out a little bit more about Stelios and his night. Catherine Ball joins me in the studio now. Good morning, Catherine.
Hello.
Catherine, you've been looking into this. Well, what have you discovered for us?
Well, Sir Stelios is he's a British man of Cypriot origin. He has dual nationality.
Ah, you see.
Born in Athens, mind, but don't call him Greek.
Well, hang on a second. He's a Greek Cypriot.
Mm-hmm.
He's British.
Yeah.
Yet he's born in Athens, which is Greek Greece.
Yeah.
What on earth is going on?
He knows where his bread is buttered.
What cricket team does he support?
I have no idea. He lives in Monaco.
Hang on a second. He's got. Listen, I don't want to go all Steve or Justin Dealey here, but how on earth can this man be given a knighthood?
Because he's made a lot of money for the country.
Okay, you've brought down about 7 sheets of paper. Is that all you've got?
I've also got one here about a complaint that he made once about someone calling him Greek. So,
let's.
So Stelios, he complained to the Press Complaints Commission that an article headlined "Greek Chorus from Stelios does EasyJet a disservice," published in the FT in 2011, contained inaccuracies in breach of Clause 1. So I think it does pay to be accurate.
Okay, in that case, I would like to. She's waving a photocopied sheet of paper at me. Do we still have a photocopy? In that case, I would like to.
I use it.
I would like to apologise sincerely and wholeheartedly to Sir Stelios.
Since June 2006.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
They didn't ask you whether that was okay.
I'm struggling to pay my mortgage, and that guy's a sir. Now, we spoke yesterday about people having their eyes tested every 2 years. It got us all a little bit compared. Don't look at the eye chart, Justin Dealey. Do not look at the eye chart, for goodness sake. No. It's got us a little bit competitive here. So Justin Dealey, myself, and our blind political correspondent Paul Scoynes have decided to have what I like to call an eye off. Now, to put this to the test, we are joined by a professional. We're joined by Christine Messiter. Optometrist or optician? What's the difference?
Optometrist is what I am.
What's the difference?
Optician is just a general term, so it could be a dispensing optician, a contact lens optician, plain optician, but we are optometrists. We're qualified.
I see, yes. How often should we be getting our eyes tested?
As an adult, every 2 years until you're 70, and then you're invited to come every year. And children, every year until they leave school.
Every two... I should just say, of course, Christine Messiter, Alders Opticians in Harpenden. You've been practising for the last 10 years. Every 2 years seems a little excessive to me.
Well, no, it's not really, because we're not just checking whether or not you need to wear glasses, but mainly what the health of your eye is like. Whether you have any pathology, and then we can advise you and know what to do about it.
There used to be a stigma around glasses, I think partly because of the NHS glasses, although they've got kind of a cool... Yes, they've got a cool chic now. That stigma about glasses has pretty much gone, isn't it?
No, they're quite a fashion accessory now, I think. Children love wearing them.
I kind of hope that one of my boys has to wear glasses, just so he looks... Not because I want him to have bad eyes, because I think he would look cute.
Yes.
I think he'd look cute. Now, listen, what tests have we got lined up for us today? How are we going to do this?
Well, we have a sight chart, test chart...
Which Justin Dealey has been trying to sneak a look at the whole time.
At the other end of the room here, and standing next to Paul here, who wears glasses.
Yes.
Now, Paul... stand back here, please, and tell me how far down can you see here?
OK, I can see I can make out a letter, I think, on the 4th row.
Which is?
A.
Yes.
It's useless.
But nothing more.
Yeah, that's...
But with...
He's putting on...
glasses on now.
Right, OK.
Now he doesn't look creepy at all.
He looks like something out of A Clockwork Orange. Look at him.
Now can you read the bottom line?
AUTHYMXV.
Very good.
Hey.
But that's cheating, having those glasses on, isn't it? Would that count as cheating?
No. He needs them. He's short-sighted.
Yes.
Can you buy glasses that look like that?
You can. They're extremely expensive.
So he needs those glasses. But someone with is there such a thing as 30/30 vision?
There is, but the Americans call it 20/20, and we call it 6/6.
Okay.
And that is the last line but one here.
Okay. Well,
so you want to see if...
Justin, would you like to take the challenge without any...
Is this where I thrash you?
For goodness sakes, go without any... Paul Scoynes, oh bless him, he looks like he's won a competition to come to a radio studio. OK, now we're joined by our Charlotte Green, who will be doing the scores here.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Charlotte. Now, Justin Dealey is just assuming his position. I don't know how you're going to keep scores on this, but that's your job. Justin Dealey?
Hello.
Hello there.
Hi.
OK. Sorry about this, Christine. So, Christine, what do you want Justin to do?
Well, how far down can you see on this
I
chart?
can see all the way to the bottom.
And what does the last line say then?
AUTHYMXV.
Oh. Excellent.
Thank you very much indeed.
Excellent vision.
Yes, thank you.
without
2020?
glasses. Better than 2020. That's 2015.
There you go. Just saying, Ian. Just saying.
OK, can I have a go then and beat
Me?
him? OK, right, fine, thank you. What's the score, Charlotte?
Justin Dealey 1, Paul Scoins 0.
Hang on a minute, she's changed the sign. That's a backwards sign. OK, I can do it backwards. This is how good I am. Oh, I can do that one there, the one you're pointing to. TLONOEHD.
Just one wrong?
No, I didn't.
Yep.
What about this line?
I didn't get one wrong.
I know it.
No, hang on a minute. But bearing in mind these are back to front, which nobody else had. TLC. TLO. TLC. Oh, C. C. But that's backwards.
What about the last line?
OK. O. D. We'll come back to the third one in a second. I think it's an E. O-D-E. O. L. H. A. Dum 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 dum. It's one of two letters. I'm gonna go for V. It was a V.
No, it was a U.
Justin Dealey 1, Ian Lee.
No, hang on 1 second.
No, but that's excellent too. That's as good. That's as good as Justin here.
But the thing is, why I'm confused ever so slightly. Why was his facing forward and mine was backwards?
Well, because sometimes we have a mirror, and so the letters would. Had we been using a mirror, you would have seen them the right way round.
Can we get Justin? Hang on a second. No, you're not, Justin. You come and set it.
Can I go?
I'll hold that sign up.
Can I go?
No, I'll hold it up. Don't worry, Justin. Thank you. I want you to do it.
He gets like this. He gets very jealous.
Does he?
Yeah,
oh dear.
very possessive as well. Yeah. OK, the bottom backwards. That would be O-G-E-L-M-A-U.
You got loads of them wrong.
I think they're all correct. They were all correct, weren't they?
They were all correct too.
No, thank you.
He said O-G. It's a D. He missed out the E. He put an M in there somewhere.
No, I think I got them all right. I think you're making this up.
I think you got them all right too.
I think he's seeing things. He's seeing things.
He did not.
He is.
Yes, he is seeing things.
There's no M on there. There's no M. Justin.
Justin Dealey 1, rest of the world.
Can I go now?
0.
There's no M on there.
Hello, bad boy.
Do you ever get people coming in and being competitive at eye tests?
Yes, I do actually.
Oh, really?
Yes, very much.
I thought it was just us being boyish and silly, but people come and do it.
No, people really want to get the letters right, and with children, I hope they're always like that, because then my life is made easier than that.
I always worry when I have an eye test that I'm going, because I have worn glasses in the past. I don't wear them now because I got better. But I do worry that I'm going to get an answer wrong when they put when they put the lens in. Can you see better now? Sometimes it's hard to tell. So I'm worried I'm going to say the wrong thing and then I get the wrong glasses.
Yes, that's true. But I try to reassure patients that they should just tell me what they see, and that I'm always double checking. Okay. We can always go over it again.
And what's that test where they blow on your eye?
That's checking the pressure inside your eyes, because if the pressure is too high, it may be that you have ocular hypertension or you have perhaps the beginnings of glaucoma. And it's a condition that we can spot before you notice any change to your vision. And that's why you should come for a regular eye examination.
They are quite fun. Bye, Justin.
Bye.
Bye, Charlotte. They are quite fun eye tests, aren't they? I quite enjoy them.
Yes, they are. Yes, and children love them too, yes.
My favourite eye test... Paul, you can take that off now. Sorry?
I can't.
OK. That's stuck on your head. I think Dealey's run off with your glasses. There we go. Oh, hang on a second. Tony Blackburn's here.
The wise old gnome.
Paul, can you hold that chart up? We want to test Blackburn's eyes.
Right.
Come and stand up against the wall. Tony, this is Christine, who is our optometrist of the day.
With or with glasses?
Let's try it without glasses first.
Okay.
That one there. How far can you read?
AXOTVHUAXHTOVXAUMT Y.
V.
No, it isn't. Oh, I've done that one.
Yeah.
V. I've done that one. I'm ahead of you. XAUMT. Right. VHAIXUT.
Y.
Isn't it?
It's a Y, but you're doing
It's a Y. Okay. AUTHTMXY.
It's pretty. You've got a couple on, but that's good. That's good. He's not got his glasses on.
That's very good. Yes.
I can't do it with my glasses on.
What do you wear your glasses for then? Is that just to attract the chicks?
Reading. Yeah. When you're a wise old gnome, as you described me, you've got to do something.
You weren't supposed to be listening to that. I've just noticed something as well. The letters on the bottom line that I read are smaller than the letters on the bottom line that Dealey read.
Yes, you're right.
Have I been stitched up here? Dealey! Oh, Dealey, you're such a dodgepot.
So that was, I suppose, some of the all right bits of the Iain Lee breakfast show on a Three Counties radio. He's off for 2 weeks now, so you get a break. You get Justin Dealey for a bit. He will be back, though, unfortunately, in 2 weeks' time. If you are one of the few people that do like him, you can download previous podcasts from his collection on the Three Counties website. Some of them are good, some are okay. Most of them aren't really worth listening to.
I'm sat in the same room as you.
I know.
I can hear everything you're saying.
I forgot that you were there. I thought you were Richard Bacon.
Thanks for listening to this free download from BBC Three Counties Radio, your local radio station for beds, hearts and bucks, on FM, AM, digital radio and online at bbc.co.uk/3counties.